Hey everyone, welcome back to All Coding Tutorial. Today we are diving into the world of chat app development and imagine creating your own chat app from scratch. This tutorial is going to walk you through the process step by step. By the end of the video, you will have a fully functional chat app and it's going to be awesome. So keep watching this video till the end. First of all, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you stay updated. So launch the Android Studio. Select the new project and select the empty view activity. Click next. Give a name to your project. Let's call it chat activity. Leave other things okay and click finish. Now once it is loaded, you will see main activity.java. So first thing first we have to do is to connect our project with the Firebase. So go to tools, and in the tools there is a dedicated link to Firebase. So click on that and you will see on your right side there is a panel opening for the Firebase. Inside Firebase there is an authentication real-time database. So click on authentication. Click authenticate using Google and then click connect Firebase. It will open the console.firebase and add a project. Here you have to give name to your project in the Firebase. Keep the analytics on or off, it's your choice. And then click continue. You can configure analytics, but leave it like this, it's not a problem. And then it's project, you can create the project, and in a while you will get the project ready. Once you continue, you can see your Firebase Android app has been created in Firebase. So click connect, and also you can see your Android Studio app is connected. Come back to Android Studio. You can see in the Android Studio also it's showing connected. Now click add the Firebase Authentication SDK to your app. Once you click, it will ask for adding some dependencies, which you can add by clicking accept changes. Once you add the dependencies, it will ask for syncing with the Gradle. Now what we have to do, now our Firebase connection is fully established with the project chat activity in the Firebase console. Now after the connection, first thing we have to do is to create the sign in activity first. So let's open a new activity, go to the left and create new activity. Call it sign in activity. Click finish. Once it's created, go to activity underscore signin.xml and keep in the split mode and change the constraint layout to relative layout. Inside the relative layout, the overall padding, I can give Android padding equal to 10 dp. Below that, inside the relative layout, you can create a logo image if you want. We have to add image. Layout width is 200 dp, height is 200 dp. ID I can assign is ID/image. Layout central horizontal equal to true. Now I have this logo file with me in my PC. Copy that and paste it inside the drawable folder. Go on the left side, click on the resources, click on the drawable and paste in the drawable logo.png. Press OK. And now in the source of that image view I can add. So write src drawable/logo. You can see logo has come in our sign-in screen. Then add an edit text box. Width is match parent and height is wrap content. Close it here. ID I can assign for this edit text is ID/email text. Hint I will assign as email. It should be below the image, so we have to define ID/image. It should be below that. Then margin for this edit text I will give a 5 dp. Input type is text email address. Padding is 15 dp. Copy this entire text and paste it once more for putting the password. So ID is password text and hint will be password and input type is text password. And below these two edit text box we will put some buttons. So let's write text view. Width is match parent, height is wrap content. Close it here. ID equal to ID/login. It should be placed below the edit text. So ID/password text and text equal to sign in And text size, I will put something slightly bigger because of the button, so it's 24 sp. Gravity of this I will assign a center, and padding also I will assign some 5 dp. Margin vertical is equal to 10 dp. So that's my text view, and I will copy that and paste it once again, and I will name the ID as Signup, and it should be placed below the ID login. Text will be new user sign up. That's the place when user is new, then we can send it to another place. Now let us define some colors for our screen. So look at more like chat app. You might have seen the WhatsApp color. Find color primary as #128C7E. Then primary, also define color primary dark as #075E54, and primary accent is #128C25D366. So these are some colors which are very similar to WhatsApp chat app color. So another color I will define as primary variant is that will be #ECE5DD. That's our primary variant color. So that's it. Now into the drawable, go to new, create a resource file, and file name edit style box. That will be giving some style to my edit text box. It will be type of shape. So inside the shape, write solid and write color FFFFF. Corners Android radius 8 dp. Below that write stroke Android width equal to 1 dp. And Android color equal to #CC, and close it here. We can define these, we can add these backgrounds. So Android background equal to drawable edit style box. You will see the background is changed. Same apply to lower edit box for the password also. So you can see a beautiful edit text box has been designed. Looks very beautiful. Now the background for the relative layout also I will change it to primary variant, which we have defined is mostly like WhatsApp background color. Create another drawable resource file for the button. So I'll write button underscore background. It will be kind of selector. Click OK. Inside that we'll write item Android state pressed equal to true. Below that shape Android shape equal to rectangle. Close the shape here. Inside the shape write corners Android radius equal to 8 dp. Close it here. Solid Android color equal to primary dark, and that's it. And below the item, another item I have to create for the shape rectangle and corners Android radius equal to 8 dp, and solid Android color is primary color. That's another. Close it here. Now we have to apply this background to the text view. So we'll write the text view inside the Android background, drawable button background. Text color will be white. You can see the 2 edit text box and 1 button has come. Now we'll work something on for the sign in button. Let's define some edit text box first. So write edit text, user email, comma, user password. Then let's write text view, sign in button, comma, sign up button. Import the class text view, and below that let's write string email, comma, password. Inside the onCreate method, let's initialize them. Let's write user email equal to find view by id r.id dot email text, and then user password equal to find view by id r.id dot password text. Then similarly, sign in button equal to find me by ID r dot id dot login. Sign up button equal to find me by ID r dot id dot sign up. And below that, we will write sign in button dot set on click listener, new view on click listener. Press OK. And then also we will write sign up button dot set on click listener. So we have created now set on click listeners for both the buttons. Inside the first on click listener sign in button, we will write email equal to user email dot get text dot toString dot trim, and below that password equal to user password dot get text dot toString dot trim. So we first store the values in the string. Then we write if text utils dot is empty inside the bracket emails, then user email dot set error, please enter your email. And we also add below that user email dot request focus, so that the error is focused on that, and then return. Then we copy this if method again for checking that the password is not empty. So we change the email to password, and we change the edit text variable user password, and below that we write sign in. We can change the message also, and then inside the sign up button we write intent equal to new intent sign in activity dot this comma sign up activity dot class. And then so sign up activity is red because we don't have any activity by this name. So just go on the left, create a new empty view activity, name it sign up activity, and you can see the sign up activity has been created and it's not not red anymore. And below that we will write start activity intent. Already there is a user existing. We click on this and it will go to a sign up activity page. We have to create a on start method. So if user is already logged in to the database, we can send him directly to the main activity, that's our main landing page. Let's write if Firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user not equal to null. We write start activity inside the bracket new intent inside the bracket sign in activity dot this comma main activity dot class. Below that we write finish. Now we will create the sign in function. So create the method, choose the second option, and you can see private void sign in method is created. Now inside that we will call Firebase auth sign in method. So we will write Firebase auth dot get instance dot sign in with email and password. Into the bracket we will pass email dot trim comma password. Below that dot add on success listener inside the bracket we'll write new, and then rest on success listener will be created. We also write dot add on failure listener, new failure listener, and rest of the things is automatically created. Put semicolon here. Inside the failure write if instance of Firebase auth invalid user exception. If there is an error, so we declare a toast dot make text sign in activity dot this. We will write the messages user does not exist and toast dot length short, and we add dot show. So that's the toast. Else we write authentication failed. So both are failure message, but different kinds of failure messages. Now we go to our console.firebase, our project. Click on the package name. Click on build. We can click on authentication. Click on get started. Now under the authentication, you will find different sign-in methods which you can select. So we will select email password method. We'll enable this and save it and you can see the email password method is enabled now. You click on authentication and then you can see there is no user inside there because there is no user has logged in. Come back to Android Studio. Then we go to the layout and then we work on sign up activity XML. We will copy entire code of sign in activity XML and open sign up activity XML, and we will paste the entire code of sign in activity to the sign up activity XML. Change the sign in activity to sign up activity. Now inside the sign up activity, we need additional edit text box for the username. So we will just copy one edit text box and paste above all the edit text boxes. We will change the ID of this edit text to username text and also a hint as username. Input type will be just text. Now it should be aligned properly. So second edit text box, we will write layout below the first edit text box, that is username text. Now the text views, we have to change the ID as ID sign up and also the text sign up. And the lower text view is a login, so it should be also below the sign up. So we have to change that layout below. And also the text for the lower text is existing user sign in. So now we have exchanged the buttons. So that's our sign up activity XML. That's also ready. Now let's go to sign up activity.java. So we will copy all the variables from sign in activity and we will paste it here because we need all the same variables here. Only in the edit text I will add username. And after that, all these initializations also we will copy and paste inside the onCreate method. And we will define username equal to find view by ID. So we'll copy and paste, and the ID is username text. We will also copy this sign in button and sign up buttons code and paste it inside the sign up activity. Just expand the sign in button and change the name sign in button to sign up button because now it is sign up button when we enter all the edit text box. And the function sign in, rename it sign up, and the sign up button lower we will change it to sign in button, and inside that it will take us from, instead of sign in activity, from sign up activity to sign in activity. And because now we have 3 edit text, we will add extra if function if text utils is .isempty equal to email. So instead of email we have to write name, so we add also a string name comma. So now we write inside the onClick method also name equal to user email dot get text dot to string dot trim, and we change it to username. String name we just paste inside the text util first if method, and we write the set error method as enter your username. Now what we'll do, we'll create the sign up method. Go to create method, choose second option. You can see the private void sign up is created. We'll also copy this on start method and paste inside the sign up activity above the sign up method. On start activity will take us from sign up activity to main activity dot class, so change it like that. Now inside the sign up activity we will write Firebase auth dot get instance dot create user with email and password, and pass it all these strings email dot trim and password. So this line is Firebase auth function which creates a new user with a specific email and password. Below that on dot add on success listener, new on success listener, and below that additional dot add on failure listener, new on failure listener. So these are the functions defined under the create user with email and password. So whenever a user is created by this method, it is a random ID is assigned to that is displayed in the database. But if you want to change the display name to a proper your own name, then you have to use the user profile update method that allows you to change all the profile of that user. Right, user profile change request. User profile change request equal to new user profile change request dot builder dot set display name inside the bracket name dot build, and below that we write Firebase user equal to Firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user. So Firebase user has now get the current user object. Now Firebase user dot update profile. Inside the bracket, we write user profile change request that we defined earlier, semicolon. So now instead of random ID, it will be name, which we defined in the first edit text box. Put a semicolon here. Now to upload the usernames in the database, we have to go to console.firebase, click on the real-time database, create database, setup database, don't change anything, just press next, start in test mode, enable it, and you will see real-time database has been created. Come back to Android Studio and create a new Java class. Name it user model. Now public class user model has been created. Inside that, write string user ID, string user name, semicolon, string user email, and string user password. So these are the 4 values which we'll be storing and retrieving. Now create a constructor, select all, press OK. Now public constructor is there. Now create getters, select all and press OK. All the getters are created now. Now further create setters, select all, press OK. Now once this is done, we have also to create empty constructor. So create again constructor, select none, and you will see an empty constructor is there. It is very important step, otherwise the project doesn't. Now we come back to signup activity.java. We write user model equal to new user model. Inside that we write Firebase auth dot get instance dot get UID, comma name, comma email, comma password. Then we also define the variable database reference. Now database reference is red, so we have to add dependencies to it. So I will just write import. Then yes, now we can import the class now because the Gradle has synced. Now below the user model, we will write database reference dot child. Inside the bracket, we'll write Firebase auth dot get instance dot get UID dot set value user model. Then we write intent equal to new intent signup activity dot this to main activity. So once the database is uploaded, switch from activity to main activity. Then also we pass some strings. So intent dot put extra inside the bracket name, comma name, and then we write start activity intent. So we pass the name as a username. Finish. If there is a failure, then we show a toast message. So we create a toast, signup activity.this. The text is sign up failed. Now because we don't want to launch the main activity first, we are supposed to change that in the manifest. So let's go to manifest, interchange this activity name, main activity, and sign in activity among each other. Then we go to the signup activity.java and copy this code for the intent where we are passing the extra string for the username to the main activity. We'll copy this and paste it inside the sign in activity also, so that the same string can be passed. So now write string username equal to Firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user dot get display name. And now this string username, we will paste it inside the intent put extra so that our username is passed through this. And now let's run this program just to see how it is built till now. So you can see this app is opening and you can see sign in page. We can go to sign up page and we just create a first user ppp1 and ppp1gmail.com and then put some password 123456. And you can see the main activity, we have landed to the main activity.java, which is a blank. Also in the console.firebase, if we refresh the add user, you can see the user is created now with our method. So our method is working now. Let's go to the next part of the project, which is working on the user list in the main activity. That's the landing page. Now let's first design the main activity.xml. First change the layout from constraint layout to linear layout, and let's define the orientation, Android orientation vertical. And the background is I'm going to define some color. So that's the primary variant which we defined. We delete this text view, and below that we define a toolbar. So write toolbar, and automatically it comes. Width is match parent and height is action bar size, Android attribute action bar size. Then Android background is equal to color primary dark. That's the color of the toolbar. Then title text color is going to be white, so color/white. Below the toolbar, we are going to define recycler view. So let's define that. And width is match parent, height is wrap content, close it here. ID of the toolbar, let's define ID/toolbar. Similarly, ID of the recycler view also will define, so ID/recycler. So that's the two things we define, and now we come back to main activity.java. Now we define recycler view, also string your name, and database reference. Then we initialize our toolbar equal to find view by ID, r.id.toolbar. Then we write set supports action bar in the bracket toolbar. Then string username equal to get intent dot get string extra. The username which we passed in the intent, so we receive it here, and then get support action bar dot set title in the bracket username. So the title, whatever we log in, that title will come in the title of the toolbar. Now, because we are defining recycler view, so we have to define adapter also. Let's create a class and name it user adapter. Now this user adapter will extend recycler view. So write extends recycler view dot adapter user adapter dot my view holder. Then my view holder is red, so we have to implement the method. So select all and press OK. You can see all the methods have come. Now let's define private context. Import the class for the context. Select the first option, and also define private list user model list. Now import the list class also, and then we will generate the constructor. Select both and press OK. Then we will define add user model function. So write public void add user model. Now inside the function, let's write user model list dot add user model. Then below that function, we will define another function clear, which is used to clear the user model list. We will write public void clear, and the clear function will have user model list dot clear. Once we clear the list, it is necessary to notify the recycler view adapter that the list has been deleted. So we have to write notify dataset change. Now inside the my view holder on create view holder, we will write view equal to import the view class layout inflator dot from inside the bracket. We write parent dot get context dot inflate inside the bracket r dot layout dot user underscore row comma parent comma false, and then we return new my view holder view. Now it's calling for create a class of my view holder, so let's create that, and that my view holder class will extend recycler view dot view holder. Then create the constructor. So constructor is created, and then below that we can write private text view name comma email. Import the class text view. And now this user row is a XML file, the way in which each item will be displayed. So we have to create a particular this resource file. So create a new resource file user row.xml. The root element will be card view. So user row.xml is open. Inside that we can define padding for the card view. So app content padding equal to 10 dp. Card corner radius is equal to 8 dp. Then we define card elevation equal to 4 dp. And then we also define a layout margin for the card view 10 dp. Now inside the card view, we define a linear layout. Width is match parent and height is wrap content. And the linear layout orientation will be horizontal. And the padding for the linear layout and right padding equal to 10 dp. Inside the linear layout, let's define an image view. Width is 40 dp and height is 40 dp. Let's put it in the split mode. Gravity of the image view, let's define center. So it is appearing properly on the split mode, we can see. Now let's create a vector resource file, and the vector asset, select the icon, just select any icon, person, press OK. Name the vector asset as icon underscore person, OK, and click finish. And then we can define the source for that in the inside the image view, Android source equal to drawable / icon person. So you can see the icon has come. Now our linear layout again will define. So width is wrap content, height is wrap content. The orientation for this linear layout will be vertical. Gravity will be center. Now inside this linear layout, we will define a text view. Width is wrap content, height is wrap content. ID for this text view is ID/user name. Close it here. Another text view we will define. So text view, width is wrap content and height also is wrap content. Close it here. Now ID for this lower text view we will define as user email. Now the upper text, let's define a text color black. Also for the also the same text color we'll define for the lower text, and the text on this we will just define username. If nothing is there, it will show username. And text for the lower text view we will define as user email. Now the size of the upper text view we will define at 18 sp because that's a username, so we just make it slightly bigger. It's our choice. The style, text style of this, we will keep it bold. And font, let's select a font to make it look good. So font family, I'm selecting sans serif. Same font family we can paste for the second text view. So that's our XML for the user row is ready. And this layout height, actually this has to be changed to wrap content, otherwise it will not fit. Yes, so we can change it to wrap content. That's you can see on the right side the design is proper. Now we come back to our user adapter. Now since now we have a placeholder for name and email, so we will write inside the myBeholder class name equal to itemView.findViewById r.id.username. Below that we will write email equal to itemView.findViewById r.id.user email. And also we'll change the get item count, return 0 to user model list.size. Now the on bind view holder, what we'll do, we will write user model equal to user model list dot get position semicolon and holder dot name dot set text user model dot get username. And we'll copy once more the another holder for email. So it will show the email text. It will set the text for the email. So holder.email and user model.get user email. So that's our email and name will be visible inside the holder. Now if we click on that, we should go to the new activity, that is chat activity. So we will write holder.itemView.set onClickListener, and inside the onClick listener we will pass the intent equal to new intent context comma chat activity dot class. Below that we will also put some extra string intent dot put extra under the quotes ID comma user model dot get user ID, and we also pass another string, that is intent dot put extra. Now instead of ID, it will be this time it will be name, and we change this get user ID to get username. Then instead of start activity, we have to write context dot start activity in the bracket intents. Now because chat activity we are not created, so let's create a new activity, empty view activity, chat activity. Click finish. So our chat activity is there. Now go back to user adapter. Now we will do additionally one thing, public. We will create public list user model, get user model list. Inside that we will return user model list. So that's all our user adapter and is complete. So now incorporate that in main activity.java. So first we will write user model, user adapter, and inside we have to initialize them. So user adapter equal to new user adapter, inside bracket this, then recycler view equal to find view by id, r dot id dot recycler, then recycler view dot set adapter user adapter, recycler view dot set layout manager, inside that new linear layout manager, in the bracket this. Now there is some error in the user adapter. There is a semicolon missing. Yeah, that's it. Now below that, in the main activity.java, database reference equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference, and that is users. So now our database reference contains the reference for our database user. Now database reference dot add value event listener we have to add. So inside the first on data change, we will write user adapter dot clear. Then we write for data snapshot colon snapshot dot get children, and it's a for loop for entire data snapshot. So let's write string uid equal to data snapshot dot get key. Then we define user model equal to data snapshot dot get value, and we write inside user model dot class. So all the value of user model is stored in user model, and that is stored in the data snap. Then we write a condition. It is good to write some condition just to check that it is not the same user. So if user model is not null and user model dot get user id is also not null, and not user model dot get user id dot equals Firebase auth dot get instance dot get uid. So if the uid is not matching with that, then only we have to update. Otherwise, if it is the same user id which is logged in, then we don't show that. So then if all these conditions are met, we write user adapter dot add user model. Now outside the for loop, we write list user model list equal to user adapter dot get user model list. Then we write user adapter dot notify dataset change, because the list has changed, so we have to notify the recycler view. Now inside the user adapter also we have to make some correction. User adapter context, instead of user model list, we will write new array list. Now come back to main activity.java, and inside that we have to make sure that the string which we are fetching has the same name. So I think we have written user name, but let's change it to user because it was user in the sign in activity. So that's it. Let's create a logout button in the main activity. Create a menu, create a new resource file, main menu. Resource type will be menu, and then click OK. Now this is our menu XML, and click and go to the code. Now inside the menu item, below the item we write Android ID slash logout, then Android title equal to logout, and also we write app show as action equal to if room. Now add a vector asset. To create a vector asset, select icon. So We have to select an icon for the logout, so I don't find anything, so let's select this one. We can change it later. And icon underscore logout, just name it like that, and then finish. So that's our vector resource is added. Now we can add inside the item. So Android icon equal to drawable slash icon logout. So you can see there's a logout button appearing. Now we have to go to main activity.java, generate some override method. So that method is just write on create option menu. You can see the public boolean on create option menu has been created. Just copy this and cut from and paste at the bottom. Also generate another override method that is on option selected. So on create option menu, we will write menu inflator equal to get menu inflator. Then we write inflator dot inflate r dot menu dot main menu, comma menu. And after the return, we will write true. Now on option item selected, we will say if item dot get item ID equal to r dot id dot logout. Then we have to perform the logout function, that is Firebase auth dot get instance dot sign out. Then we write start activity, new intent, main activity dot this comma sign in activity dot class. So once we log out, we go to sign in activity, and then we click finish, and then we return. And so we return true, and below that we return false. We go back to sign in activity, and what we do, we create a database reference, and then we initialize that database reference equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference inside the under the quotes users. Also in the sign up activity, we do the same thing. So database reference equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference under the quotes users. Now we run the project and let us see whether our sign in activity is going to the main activity and also showing all the users properly. So there you go. We are now in the landing page because we didn't log out, so there was no logout function. Now there is a logout function. If we click on the logout function, you come to a sign in activity, and when you go back, you can see when you log in with the proper email and password. First user BPP1, it goes to the main activity, and you can see the logout icon. And there is no user there because only one user is right now created, so only one. So as we add more users, the list will update. Let's do that. Now because I don't like the logout vector which is there right now, so let's paste from the image file. So I have a logout image vector icon downloaded. So I will just copy it and paste inside the drawable folder. I will name it icon logoff, and then I can go to main menu XML. And in the XML inside the item Android icon, we can change this as drawable slash icon logoff. And you can see the logoff icon is now appearing in the screen. And now we come to our final part, that is the chat activity part. So let's open the chat activity.java. Now inside that, first create a database reference variable. Below that we can write users adapter. Then we also define recycler view. Now go to activity.chat.xml, activity_chat.xml. Change the layout from constraint layout to relative layout. Add a background color hash ECE5DD. That's like WhatsApp background color. Now, just like we created the toolbar for the main activity, here also we'll create the same toolbar. So toolbar width is match parent and height is attribute slash action bar size. The background color for the toolbar I can define as primary dark color, so it looks more like WhatsApp toolbar. Now below that title text color, I can define white. It's up to you. The designing is all your choice. Now below the toolbar, we will create a recycler view. Width is match parent, height is match parent, close it here. Now ID for the recycler view, we will define as ID slash chat recycler. It should be placed below the toolbar, so we'll define layout below ID slash toolbar. And we'll also give an ID to the same ID, an ID to the toolbar, so ID slash toolbar. So now it is properly placed. Now what we'll do below that recycler view, we have to create our edit text box. So first we will create a relative layout first. So relative layout, width is match parent, height is wrap content, close it here. ID for the recycler view, ID for the relative layout we'll define as ID slash send message layout. And we will align parent bottom equal to true, so that the layout is aligned for the at the parent of the at the bottom of the parent. Now padding for this relative layout I can define as 15 dp. Now inside the relative layout, first create an edit text box. So layer width is match parent and height is wrap content. An ID for edit text box we can define for, so ID slash message edit. Now hint for this message, we can say write your message here. That's nice. And we can align parent left equal to true, so the message is aligned on the left side. Padding for this edit text box we can define as 15 dp. It is slightly bigger. And background now we can define as our edit style box, which we created for our sign in activity. So that's our nice edit text box. You can see has been created now. Now for the recycler view, we have to define the recycler view should be above all the time, above this edit text box. So we just say layout above the edit text box ID. Now on the right side of the edit text box, we will add an image view. So write image view, width is 60 dp, height is 60 dp. ID for the image view is ID slash send message icon. Now for this, we have to align it on the right side. So align parent right equal to true. So that's the place for our image. Padding for this image is 15 dp. Now we can go to my I can copy this send icon and paste it inside the drawable folder. Send icon.png, and that is a source for the image view now. So I can define now in the image view, write source equal to icon, send icon. So you can see a nice send icon is appearing on the edit text box on the right side for sending the message button. It acts like a button. Now close it here, and we will work in the chat activity. I'll just clean this variables, and we will start fresh variable. So string. First we have to create the string receiver ID slash receiver ID comma receiver name semicolon, and then string, another pair of string sender ID comma sender name. Then database reference, DB reference sender comma DB reference receiver comma user reference. Now there is a spelling, you can correct R capital. Yeah, that's it. Then below that we will define the image view send button. That's our button, the image button which we have created in the XML. Now below the image view we will define the edit text, message, text, where we're going to write our messages. Then we define lastly recycler view. Now just like we created the user class, here we are going to create just like we created the adapt. Now because we have defined a recycler view, we have to create a message adapter. So just create a Java class and name it message adapter. Then we can declare inside the activity message adapter. Now let's work on this message adapter. So just copy the user adapter code, because it is mostly being similar. We'll just replace find and replace things. We'll just find and replace and just paste it here. Now rename everything wherever there is a message adapter, just correct everywhere. So wherever there is a user adapter, we have to correct with the message adapter. So correct here. Also down in the constructor, the user adapter will change to message adapter. Then also in the onCreate view holder, also inside the onBind view holder, and then we will create another Java class, message model. So the message model class will have the private string, message ID, private string sender ID, and private string message. In the message model class we can create we have to generate constructor. So select all and press OK. So the public constructor is created here. We also generate an empty constructor, so select none. That's it, we have an empty constructor. Then we generate getter, select all three, press OK. So getters are also generated. Then we generate setter, select all, press OK. Then we have the setter, and that's how is our message model class. The user model, we can correct it to message model wherever there is a user model. Also the user model list we correct it as message model list. So here also message model. Then here also in the add message model list, add message model. And after the message model is added, after the add function, inside the add function we add notify dataset change. In the clear also, in the message adapter, now what we can do is we have to write inside the onCreate view holder, we have to write layout inflator equal to layout inflator dot from parent dot get context if view type equal to, first we will create constants. So we write private static final int for integer. Name of the constant will be view underscore, which will act as an identifier that it is a type sent or type received message equal to 1. And also we will define another integer private static final int view type received equal to 2. Now the inflator will inflate according to the view type. If view type is sent, then a different type of layout will be inflated, and if view type is received, then a different type of layout is received will be inflated. So now copy this view layout inflator code inside the view type sent, and also write another logic else if it is not view type sent, then copy the inflator code again, and now we have to change the layout for sent message and received message. Now we move this return to each individual if logic. We can write else instead of if. Inside the onBind view holder also we have to write message model equal to message model dot get position. Now if message model dot get sender id dot equals Firebase auth dot get instance dot get uid, then holder dot name set text. We delete this. Now to create the holder, let's go to my view holder and work on the holders. The text view, we will change it to text view sent message and text view received message. Then inside the public my view holder view, we change this edit text view sent message equal to, and now we create a resource file. So message row sent. The root element will be linear layout. Press OK. And we copy this, and we also create another XML for message row received. These are the two message layouts which we will be inflating whenever it is either it's sent or received. Now inside message row sent, so the layout width will be match parent and height will be wrap content. Gravity will be end. So it's so either it's on the left side or in the right side. So if it is received or it is sent. So inside that message row sent, we will create a relative layout. Width is wrap content, height is wrap content. Padding will be 8 dp. Layout margin will be 10 dp. Inside the relative layout, we will define a text view. Layout width equal to wrap content, and height is wrap content. ID for the text view we will define as text view sent, the ID which we are going to use now. Text view sent message. Now color for this text color for this, if it is a sent message, it is going to be a black, and text size will be 16 dp. Now copy this entire thing, and the same thing we can paste it for message row received. Only change will be here, the first the ID of the text view will be text view received message. Now these IDs we can use inside this our view holder. So text view sent message, find by ID r.id dot text view sent message, and the received message will be r.id dot text view received message. So now properly all the IDs are set. Now further some places we have left the message model list, so we have to correct it. Message model list here in the get item count, in the list user model. Also the user model we have not corrected it, so it will be changed as message model, and we will write get message model list. So that's also done. Yeah, inside that string, yeah. And the holder also, like it will be now text view sent message, set text message model dot get message. So that's going to be our holder is going to show the message. Else it will be, if it is not our message, if it is a received message, then the holder received message will be set with the message. And so is our adapter is almost ready. Now it's time to create some override method. So just create an override get item view type int position. So inside that, if message model list dot get position dot get sender id dot equals Firebase auth dot get instance dot get uid, then we return view type sent. So if the message ID it matches with our own, which we are sending as a sender, or if it is by receiver, then we change the constant return view type received. So the integer value we change it. Now what we'll do, we'll create to go to the drawable, and we will create a drawable resource file just to design the message properly. So file name rounded corner received. The type will be shape. Press OK. Inside the shape, we will write solid Android color equal to white. And then we'll define corners Android radius equal to 8 dp. Now that background we can add inside the message row received. So background equal to drawable / rounded corner received. Let's change the gravity to start because it's a received message which should be aligned to the start. Also the background is better to define inside the layout background. So we will just move it. Also the text size from DP2 I will change it to 16 SP. Same is true for the message row sent. Now let's code the chat activity. Into the chat activity, we'll add first toolbar equal to find by ID, r.id.toolbar. Then we write set support action bar in the bracket toolbar. Then we get the reference, user reference equal to Firebase database.get instance dot get reference users. Then receiver ID equal to get intent plus get string extra ID. Sender ID equal to get intent. Actually, it will not be sender ID, it will be receiver name equal to get intent dot get string extra inside the bracket name. Then we write get support action bar dot set title receiver name. So we write if receiver ID is not null, extra string also we have to create like sender room and receiver room. So if receiver ID is not equal to null, then we write inside the curly bracket sender room equal to Firebase auth dot get instance dot get UID plus receiver ID. And receiver room equal to receiver ID plus Firebase auth dot get instance dot get UID. This way we get the two distinct UID for the receiver room and the sender room. Then we write send button equal to find you by ID r.id. Send message icon. Then we write message adapter equal to new message adapter this. Then recycler view equal to find view by ID r.id. Chat recycler semicolon. Then we write message text equal to find view by ID r.id. Message edit. Then recycler view dot set adapter, and we write message adapter, that's our adapter for recycler view. Then we write recycler view dot set layout manager new linear layout manager this. Then DB reference sender equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. Into the bracket we write chats. That's our reference for the database chat database dot child inside the bracket sender room. DB reference receiver equal to same. We copy that and we say the child receiver room. That's going to be our two different childs. Now DB reference sender dot add value event listener. Now the code automatically comes. The first one on data change, the snapshot. What we're going to do is we're going to write list message model list messages equal to new array list. Import the class for the list. Now below that for data snapshot colon snapshot dot get children, and for the entire snapshot we perform message model equal to data snapshot dot get value message model dot class. Then we do messages dot add message model. So the messages in the list is updated for the entire snapshot. Now the message adapter dot clear and we write for message model colon messages. In that for loop, we write message adapter dot add message, and outside that for loop, we write message adapter dot notify dataset changed. Now we also create a send. We also create an on-click listener for send button. So send button dot on-click set on-click listener, new view on-click listener. Now inside the on-click, we define string message equal to message text dot get text dot to string. Now if message dot trim dot length is more than 0, that means if there is a message, then we say send message. Inside the function, we declare message. Else, we show a toast message that message cannot be empty. So if the length is 0, then we show the message. Now in our new created send message, we write string message id equal to uuid dot random uuid dot toString. It is to create a message id, a random message id. Then message model equal to new message model, message id, comma Firebase database, Firebase auth dot get instance dot get uid dot comma. Now we write message adapter dot add message model. Below that, we write db reference sender dot child. Inside the bracket, we write message id dot set value message model. Below that, we write dot add on success listener, and also we add extra function add on failure listener. New on failure listener. If there is a failure, then we show the toast in the activity that failed to send the message. Outside that, we create a database reference receiver dot child message id dot set value message model, and we also define recycler view dot scroll to position, message adapter dot get item count -1. Then we say message text dot set text blank. So as soon as the message is sent, we just make it blank. Then we add some override method. So we write on create option menu, and the return, above the return we write menu inflator equal to get menu inflator. Below that, inflator dot inflate r dot menu dot main menu comma menu, and then we return true. We also create another override method, which is on item select. So we write option item selected, select that option, and then above the return write if item dot get item id equal to r dot id dot log out. Then we call Firebase auth dot get instance dot sign out. Then we start activity, new intent chat activity dot this comma sign in activity dot class, finish. Then we return true. Now outside this return, we return false. We forgot to correct the layout in Flutter layouts, message received and message sent. So we should correct that now. So first layout is message row sent and second layout is message row received. We used our rounded corner received. We have to copy this and paste it, and we have to create a rounded corner sent. We can design it as per our choice, and then we can add that background in the message row sent XML. We have to correct here also. In the message row received, we set the background as rounded corner received. Now it's time to run the project. And finally, our app is successfully launched, and you can see Signup is there. So we sign in with PPP1, first user, write some email and password, and you can see if we refresh the database, it is the user authentication PPP1. We can see one user is added, but we cannot see in the user list because it is only one user. And then we log out, then we sign up as another user PPP2, then we can see two users are there, and we can sign in with another user PPP3, and you can see another user. And once we land to the main user page, you can see there are two users we can see. Now if we send a message from user 3 to user 2, said hi, so it is appearing in green on the right side. Now we log in as another user to see whether we have received a message. Yes, we can see we have received the message which is appearing. We can see in the console that chat activity is being recorded in the database, and you can see each chat activity and all the messages are appearing in the chat database. And this way you can make a chat app, very nice and beautiful chat app in Dotty Studio. Thanks for watching everyone. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. Until next time, happy coding, happy new year. Bye bye.